Hello everyone in UNV 101. This is a quick video. There are a bunch of how-to videos. I like to make mine short and to the point, so I'm going to go quickly. And basically I like to call these week 2, I'm going to call it week 2 in a nutshell. And I'm going to give credit to my coworker Michael because he's the one that started this, and I thought it was so cool that I stole his idea, and now I do them not every week and not for every class, but when I think it might be useful. So we are still in week 1 here, as you can see, and we can click on week 2. And remember that if you want to get out of your calendar and you want to access different weeks or previous weeks, you can always go to the syllabus, which you can access here, or you can access here. This is quicker, so I'm going to click here, and you're going to click on your weekly outline tab. Sometimes when it opens, it will open up to this first tab, which is your details. So go to weekly outline, scroll down to week 2, or you could go ahead to week 3 if you were working ahead, and you can go back to week 1 if there's something you want to reference. You have your textbook or your loud book readings. Make sure that you complete these as it corresponds directly with the discussion post and your assignments. This is your help at Learn Brian link, which we talked about in the meet and greet. And let's just go ahead and click on the first assignment or discussion post that's due. Okay, and I'm not going to read all this to you, but this first part is just addressing just the discussion post and then reminding you how to do the discussion post. If you've forgotten, you can watch the how-to video. And this first part is preliminary, discussing successful habits. And then this next part is where you will answer. So you have 3 questions to answer or respond to in regards to which of the habits listed above is a weakness, which is a strength, how the online learning experience will help strengthen your weaknesses, and then finally, what resources will you utilize or have utilized at Brian, like your instructor or student outreach or tech support or SAA, which are student academic assistants. So this is where you're going to answer. And as we all know, we want to make sure that we all start our own threads. When you reply to another student, just click reply on their thread, but when you're posting, you want to always start your own thread. And you can keep it titled this, or you can change it to, DQ 2.1 or whatever. Okay, so we're done here. This is due on Wednesday, February 25th. Okay, Wednesday, February 25th. And these 2 assignments are a little bit like one step further than what we did in week 1, but they're really easy and really simple, and I'm not going to spend too much time on them, especially this first one because it's pretty easy. The second one I'm going to go over just a little bit, but I'm going to minimize my screen just about halfway because when I click on these assignments, it's a little different than your view, and it will actually bring up all the students and their grades. And I don't think anybody's done this assignment, but just in case someone has, I don't want to be sharing grades. So okay, so I'm going to you are going to complete this assignment, and it's a reflection, like a reflective writing assignment on your live classes. So you're going to open up a Word document, right? You're going to write your response to these 5 questions. You're going to save it, and you're going to upload it to Learn Brian. Okay, just like last week when you uploaded the Word document, but it didn't have anything in it because you were just showing me you had Word. This week you're actually going to write something, okay, and upload it. And that's pretty easy, right? It's not very difficult. And then your second assignment for week 2 might come off as confusing, but it's really not. There's a how-to video if you need help, but basically all you're going to do is you see all these, and this is probably like, oh my gosh, look at all those attachments. But both of these are the same. It just depends if you have a Mac or PC. And this is the actual template. And you're going to go in and you're going to alter a template. So if we open up the directions, and then we'll open up the template. I'm not going to do the whole thing. But basically, this is an essay, Why I'm Going to College, like a sample student essay, and you're going to alter it. So the first thing they want you to do is make it in Times New Roman 12-point font, right? So let's just get that. There we go. Sorry, that bolded it, I think. Okay, so as you can see, there's intentionally misspelled words. So another part of this assignment is to spell check it. That's down a little bit further. They want you to center and bold the title, right? So bold and center, okay? They want it spaced. They want it double spaced instead of single spaced. When I say they, I'm sorry. So in UNV 101, the goal is to kind of prepare you guys for future classes, and the IT department creates a lot of these assignments. Our course developers write a lot of these assignments, so I didn't personally write this assignment, which is, we have a whole team devoted to making sure that your classes are directly related to what you need to know, and I think that's fantastic because, when I went to school, your English class or your math class or whatever you were taking was kind of reflective or whatever the teacher wanted to include instead of kind of having standards and guidelines about what needed to be addressed to make sure these people were successful and could go forward. So I really respect that about Brian personally. Okay, so anyway. And then they want it indented. So this is all you're doing. You're altering a template. And you would spell check it. So it's pretty easy, and I don't think it's very difficult. And then they also want you to, I think the final step is that you would save as with your last name. So when you go to save as, make sure that you put your name in there. I always save to my desktop, by the way. And then you're going to click save. So you're just going to go through the steps, kind of like I was doing, but make sure you complete all of them. I didn't do the whole thing. And then you're going to save that document and upload it to Learn Brian. And that's all that's due. So remember that when you upload, I don't have the button on my screen, but it would be the blue button that says New Attempt, and then you title it, search or browse for it, and attach it, kind of just like you attach something to an email. And then always click Final Submit, or I think it's Final Submit button. That it says, yeah, Final Submit. Make sure that you always click that, because if you don't, then I won't get it on my end. Okay, so that's week 2 in a nutshell. And be sure that you're checking the class wall, the class forums, the announcements, and as always, you can reach out to me. I'm sure you all have my contact information by now, so I hope you guys have a good week, and I will not be available, I should say, this coming weekend because I'm going to be out of town from Wednesday through Saturday. But I will have my computer and I'll have my phone, so it's not like I won't be around. I just will be a little bit busy. So I will see you all in class.